Welcome to Ecstatic Yoga. I'm Grace. So happy you are here. We will be doing our week 5 meditation, and it's going to be kind of a combination pranayama meditation with the Vyana Vayu, this circulating energy that feeds all the Vayus. And the breath is going to go, and the meditation is going to be as on our inhales. We're going to bring our focus to this inner core of our being, behind our heart, behind our chest, behind the navel, inside the very core of us. And also having that to not just be a physical location, but this core of our being, this location that is subtle and spiritual, this heart, this soul, this part of us that is eternal, that carries forth lifetime after lifetime, every experience, all eternity, this presence that will always be there, that's deep inside and constant, eternal, permanent, and true. And that core being stable and unchanging. And then all this periphery, and on the exhale, we'll be exhaling that energy and that power, that aliveness, that prana out to the periphery of our body and into this energy field around us. So visualizing this orb of energy around our body, because Vyana Vayu also harmonizes and unifies all this pranic energy around us. And so in this, as we rest in this core in the inhale, we're going to touch into this unchanging, permanent part of us, this pure conscious awareness that is always there, that blank canvas, that foundation, that depth of the ocean of our being that is permanent, divine love, innocence, holy innocent. Um, and then as we exhale, we're going to move that inner core energy. And as we inhale, we're also going to imagine it building and intensifying that energy in the core. And then as we exhale that, we're going to exhale and bring the visualization and the intention of it moving out to the periphery and out into this energy field. And this is the ever changing, the flows and energy moving up and down and all feeding all the Vayus, Udana going down, Apana coming up, and all of that. So we're going to be moving kind of from this. Well, we'll be moving. The intention is move from this permanent, unchanging center that is ever present through all eternity, and then exhaling it out into this ever-changing dynamic, this flow, this change, this shift, this all this dynamic energy that's spinning, swirling, twirling all around us. And not just in, our own body and our own energy field, but all of life that's spinning. And allowing us to this meditation to maybe when there's a time in our life when everything seems to be spinning and there's doing problems and we're trying to juggle 1,000 things and there's stress, we can return into this inner core, this silence, this stillness, that glass smooth ocean, that glass smooth pond, that crystal clear, and that inner core that is always that presence that's always with us, and allow ourselves to simply be there to feed our attention and our energy to the external in a way that we're um, we have this ease and the stability amongst all this movements, whether it's emotional, mental, thoughts, energy, moving things, that we need to do. We all have those moments. So this is a good grounding exercise, and it's an overall vitalizing and feeding the pranic systems and all the pranavayas. So very simple. So I'll guide you through for a little bit, and then I'll let you do it on your own. So finding a comfortable seat, feeling that support of the earth. Feel both those sits bones rooted in, and any part of your body that's connected to the earth, just bring awareness to that part of your body, and that's support. You are supported. Your physical beingness is supported in this physical life. And here you are present in this piece of real estate. that you own in this moment, this that you're occupying. And beginning to just scan the physical body. Notice where you are in time and space. Acknowledging this embodiment, you're aware of the arms, the legs, the shoulders, the hips, the pelvis, the torso, the neck, the front of the neck, the back of the neck, the head, the shoulders, the arms, the fingers and toes, 360 degrees around. This is this body temple that we have. And this body temple is not just the Annamaya kosha, it's also the Pranamaya kosha. So taking a moment to become aware and scan your body and notice the prana, the aliveness. Maybe you feel that heart beating in the center of your chest, that pulsation. Maybe you feel some tingling, vibrating inside and around your body. Taking a few breaths to notice this pranamaya kosha, this dynamic energy field that you are. You feel flows or warmth or cool, maybe some trembling, pulsing. You just feel a sense of stillness, a sense of openness and spaciousness. It's beautiful, whatever is arising for you. And diving in even deeper, expanding out even further into that Manamaya kosha, noticing what's going on in your emotional body, what thoughts are spinning, diving in, withdrawing your attention from the external and diving inward. The depths of all your emotions, that felt sense, leaning in, bring it on. No judgment. Don't even need to define this kaleidoscope. And taking a moment to set an intention and taking a moment to practice that mental rehearsal and basking in that emotional benefit that you desire from this manifestation, this intention. Taking a few breaths in mental rehearsal, your intention. So let's begin the meditation. Inhaling into the core, and we're going to be doing Samariti and move into Viloma. So inhaling 2, 3, 4, exhaling 2, 3, 4, and exhaling out to the periphery. Inhaling 2, 3, 4. Exhaling out to the periphery and the aura. 2, 3, 4. Inhaling into the center core of your being, letting that amplify. 3, 4. And exhaling out to the auric field and the periphery. 3, 4. We're going to add some pauses. Inhaling, 2, 3, 4. Pause as you let that amplify, that core energy. And exhaling out to the periphery, out into the auric field in the aura. 2, 3, 4. Pause, building the energy in the aura. Inhaling, 2, 3, 4. Pause, allowing that energy to build in the core, amplify, intensify, and exhaling, 2, 3, 4. Pausing the breath at the bottom to activate the Vyana, feeling that auric field build. Inhaling, 2, 3, 4. Pausing the breath. And exhaling, 2, 3, 4. And continuing on your own, you may want to extend the breath a little bit or extend the pauses. Bringing the energy in the core, feeling that amplification, and allowing that energy to disperse and circulate out on the exhales. Pause at the top of the breath and the bottom of the breath. Feeling that energy field vitalize, enliven. Feeling that pranic energy circulate throughout the body and around the body. Every inhale, allowing the energy to build and intensify in the core. And on the exhales, feeling that energy disperse out the arms, legs, fingers, toes, the head, the brain, and the auric field. Vitalizing that pranic energy field around your body. And on your next inhale, if you'd like a variation, adding a little more pauses. Pauses help activate the Vyana energy. Vayu. So we'll move into Viloma, interrupted breathing, inhaling into the belly. Gentle pause. Inhaling into the ribs. Gentle pause. All the way up into the chest, clavicular area, and pause. And exhaling completely. You do a few on the inhale and then move to some interrupted breath on the exhale. Finding your own timing, bringing in prana, intensifying the energy in the core on the inhale, and dispersing and circulating that energy from the core, feeding the periphery and the auric field on the exhale. You haven't switched, even it out with some interrupted exhaling. Exhaling a third of the breath with a pause. Then another third of the breath with a pause. And that last third of the breath, the pause at the bottom of the exhale. Nice 3-part inhale. And continue with the interrupted Viloma breath on the exhale. And 2 more breaths. Beautiful job in releasing the breath. Taking a moment to check in and notice the sensations, notice the energy circulating. Vyana Vayu invites us to increase our pranic sensitivity as the most subtle of the Vayus. So taking this time to notice that subtle body, the energy in and around your body. And taking a moment now to see and visualize and feel that intention that you set at the beginning of this meditation practice. And releasing that intention with a this or better, this or better, this or better. And when you're ready, gently and kindly opening your eyes. Thank you so much for joining me for this Prana Vayu meditation. I'm Grace. You can check out more information about our ecstatic yoga teacher trainings and retreats on ecstaticyoga.studio or oneworldstudio.com. Wishing you a most beautiful and most blessed day. Namaste.